We actually just got some huge TCG info for Alliance Insight. You guys smash the link, grab out that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out. Amora is going to actually find it really funny that literally the day of the release in Japan, the TCG side just does an entire update on this set. So keep in mind, Alliance Insight will be dropping on 4/30 for official OTS stores. This was at 4/23 will be sneak peek. So what, like 2 weeks before that, early April, we'll have all of our previews for the set, which is good. Launch date 5/2. So all right, I see you. So, of course, our update here. So, this Alliance Insight will be arriving with a bang in spring 2025 as we link into the Vrains once more. 101 card set will be along with quarter centuries prior to the last appearance of popular quarter century cards, and our immense drop off in value in Alliance Insight is jam-packed with exciting cards that you won't want to miss. 4 new Agnister cards, including powerful Link monsters, to cards from the age-old Soul Servant deck, to the first Dragon Ruler monsters in years. So it's really interesting that, that's where, we originally started. So we have also got this entire blurb here about Regenesis. So prepare for the endless cycle to victory with Regenesis. This team is comprised of 2,500 attack and 2,500 defense monsters that control the field and control the pace of the game, and even return to the hand to do it all again next time. Now, I was actually kind of hoping for a little bit more of a lore back here for Regenesis, because, just kind of looking at these cards, they kind of break the mold from kind of what we've been dealing with out here. But yes, this was our 2,500 archetype, whose entire purpose was during your opponent's end phase. They do, bounce back to the hand. But it is interesting to see the Regenesis out here being promoted as this major selling point out here. The problem with this deck is, you've got the level 7s and you got the level 8s. So, had they been a little bit more uniform across the board, we would have been able to do something. We did get a new spell card that basically allows you to equip a level 7 from the deck to I think it's a level 7 as well. It's definitely a very interesting idea of how they want you to utilize that stuff. And there's a possibility of this being able to be tied into the Regenesis archetype. So, okay, I see you. You already know. Probably 1 to 2 of these. If they are advertising this, there's going to be a secret rare in here as well. So, alright, and you already know that both of these are probably going to be secret rares. The Sinful Spoils and White Forest story continues with many brand new cards and a new Dia Bellstar and Dia Blaze that are both level 8s with spectacular effects. So yes, you have Dragon Mommy and you have Beast Mommy here, or Wolf Mommy. It's pick your level of cringe of the waifu. Are you a scaly or are you a wolf girl? It really just depends. But in terms of this stuff, we do know that these cards are very good. I've seen a couple of early lists in playtesting when this stuff got announced. We have not seen a lot of Japanese results turning over just yet. Give it another day or so to see the impact of this stuff. But I am for sure that the Dragon Mommy over here is probably going to be the better side of this. But that's honestly just what we're expecting here on the early turnaround. This also should be the end of the lore for this set. All right, we should be done with this stuff. So to you White Forest duelists and to all of you, Snake Eyes enjoyers, you're done. We no longer have to deal with this, hopefully. We should be at the end of the lore. Goblin Bikers got the shtick, which really sucks. But I was really, really frickin' hoping that we would get just a little bit more for Goblin Bikers, but no, it does not appear to be the case. Alright, and then they really pumped this up, man. 2 new babies! OMG! You know what's so bad about this stuff? Is, okay, well, first of all, 2 new baby Dragon Rulers along with 3 monstrous rank 7s. The Dragon Ruler theme is back and ready to annihilate the competition. I want to be upfront and honest with you here. I love these Dragon Rulers. I know so many people were excited to mess around with the new Dragon Ruler stuff. The problem is looking at extreme early prices in Japan. Nobody's buying these cards right now. You can get the quarter centuries of both of these right now at like $20, which is crazy. But for some reason, the big boss monster is bought out for the quarter century. I find that a little bit interesting, to say the least, out here, that you are seeing this big guy bought out, but not the little ones. And I'm like 100% sure this is a one-of. Maybe more people are more inclined to pick up more of the one-of out here, but that's a very interesting thing that we've been seeing on this side. So yeah, that's the Dragon Horse. From downright scary to adorable and cute, Alliance Insight has something for every duelist to discover. So I love that, they're tossing this in here. So fans of beast, plant, and fairy monsters will be excited to get their hands on this synchro summoning strategy inspired by past cards like Ancient Fairy Dragon. I still want to point out here that this looks like there's a face right here in this circle. I still cannot unsee that, especially looking at this from far away, man. Like, it's very hard not to see. Now, from what we know about this stuff was revealed during the December stream for Jump Festa. We know that Ancient Fairy, or AFLD, Ancient Fairy Life Dragon, or whatever his name is, card's actually pretty decent. It can attack in defense mode. It's a generic. You already know that it's good. The rest of this deck, I have a feeling, if we're going to do what we've been doing with every set, we will get Ancient Fairy support in the upcoming set as an additional card. It's the same thing they did with Heroes. It's the same thing that they did with the Shining Sarcophagus stuff. Every future set tends to have another card as a plug-in here, which will be very, very nice, to say the least. Now, there's something down here that's a little bit interesting. We'll get to it in here in a second. And we also get this brand new spell card that can easily slice through your opponent's field like a hot knife through butter. Well, that's really funny, actually, that you're promoting it like that. Yeah, this card is good, but once again, I've not seen the OCG going crazy for this. If the OCG is not, losing their minds, pooping on the floor, going absolutely nuts over this card, tells me that it's another cool little tech option. Maybe we just don't have the ability to do so, because it's what? It's discard a card or banish 6 from the extra deck. And, trying to win the game on 9 cards in the extra deck for a one-of is not really all that crazy for a bounce, but that's rough. And then we have this right here. So unsheath your sword and prepare to strike with new cards for the world premiere theme that just released for Mitsurugi. Now, the wonderful people on the internet and their abilities to showcase off this amazing art here. Well, first of all, that's a dragon. That's a big old dragon. That's a ritual dragon. I love this. The fact that they are emphasizing what is back here with this big old scary dragon is nuts, actually. The fact that, you kind of get a little bit of the cutoff down there for that, which is very interesting. That, you were zooming in giga on this. They're just like, oh, hey, here's the dragon, but this back here is the thing that they are emphasizing on most. So I am very, very curious here. What in the world are we doing with this? Also, Konami does not do a lot of spoiling with these future archetypes like they should. This is definitely a cool tie-in for what's to come, and a little spoiler. They're like, hey, we understand you guys are excited for Alliance Insight. Yeah, we are too. That's why, they're like, hey, don't worry, Mitsurugi's going to get a whole lot scarier. Yeah, it's probably going to get scarier. I'm actually very curious to see what this guy's going to do. So yeah, this was our big headliner today for the Mitsurugi stuff. All right, and then, of course, these cards in Alliance Insight and more. So you got the 10 secrets, 14 ultras, 26 supers, your 50 commons, and 24 of these cards will also be available in quarter century. And, of course, we already do know the one big quarter century, but in terms of an update for this, I got a clap for it. The Mitsurugi art preview was very welcome. Them kind of outlining and going, hey guys, we already know that you're going to, you guys already effectively have an idea of what 4 of your secrets are going to be here. Let me go back. At least something in here. 1, 2, probably the big guy here, and then AFLD in this. Oh, well, oops, there's 6. And then, of course, probably 7 right here. It's really cool that they just kind of gave me all of this just on my selling points, but we will have to wait and see. And of course, the DMG is going to be a secret / ultra, and people are going to go crazy for that. So that's Alliance Insight and everything that we are working with. So please, leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I will see your beautiful faces back here in a day, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.